Gonna be kind of a long video, but so I had my first week of work and everything, and basically what I found out was I'm walking around 4 to 5 miles a day on a construction site, but my Walmart quality steel-toed boots do not work well with me walking that much. So basically destroyed my hips all week and did not help me like at all try and recover from this piriformis stuff and any hip issues I've been having. But a few things learned from working and stuff. I'm probably gonna start meal prepping, or at least cooking in mass quantity, so that way I can just warm it up and go. Because the reason I didn't even upload on Wednesday and Thursday was that I just got too tired and stuff between waking up at 5:30, being home at like 5:30, and then going to work out right after it. Just takes a lot out of you, especially with all the sun and walking around that much. But going forward, today I basically did an entire form day doing low bar again, because I know I said I would never do low bar again, but now that I'm going to try and compete in a powerlifting meet, I figure I might as well try low bar again. So I narrowed up my stance and stuff and adjusted my own cues and everything. And obviously I used 315 just as a base weight. Obviously 315 didn't exactly move how I wanted to a lot, just mainly because my piriformis it's kind of a mental thing and a little bit of a not mental thing, because as soon as I go past parallel, I feel it in my glute a lot. So, but at least it feels like it's getting better per se. So going forward and stuff, I'm going to keep doing glute releases and QL releases, which you can look those up. But basically, it's a lot of glute and lower back releases and stuff, because walking around and stuff on a construction site doesn't exactly help your lower back and glute heal up correctly. But that's basically about it. I'll try and I might voice over some of these, but I don't think so. I don't know if I will. Got back into the 400s of RDLs and stuff. They felt a little slow, but that's, hips are still having a bit of an issue. So, but we're coming back to hip hinge movements. They don't feel as crappy as they used to anymore, so that's good. Basically about it for now. Let's just play out the next 1 to 3 weeks, especially since I went out and bought a new pair of boots this morning, like a good pair of boots, to make sure these problems wouldn't happen this week, which is going to be a lot more field intensive, even though this week was decently field intensive. But that's about it. Alrighty, so let's voice over these. This is the first single at 315 today, and I went more of a high bar approach with this just to see, and didn't even hit depth. Knees didn't go out at all. Felt weird. Alright, second single. This is low bar finally, and I'm narrowing up my stance. You'll see that in later clips, but once again, there we go. Go too low, round the lumbar. Once again, I'm just trying to find a good point where depth, like in terms of past parallel depth and powerlifting depth, and not bouncing it out, because evidently it looks like I can't bounce out a hole. Alrighty, so I believe this one I turned my feet out too much and it felt like crap. Alright, and here's finally a view of my juicy butt. But and my stance is more narrow, as you can see, but however my hips rise first right off the getting out of the hole, so you gotta fix that. So this next single I looked up higher, or I guess moved my head up higher, and as you can see, this probably is my best moving single of the day. Felt pretty good there. And another one. See, there's the looking high again. Feeling good. And there we go. Seventh and last single of the day. Let's get the foot position in. Take a nice deep breath. and let's round the lumbar again because we go down too low. So basically this was about finding a golden area and finding the best place for, you know, the bar and low bar and everything in the low bar position. And it's just, this is a 225 for 5 set, nothing obviously crazy. Just stuff to feel everything out, see how depth works and everything for like a lighter weight. Not all of these are, you know, to actual depth, but the goal was to keep a neutral spine the entire time and not round too much on any of these lifts or reps. Alright, now we're going to start off with some RDLs, 225, and I was only doing like sets of 5 here just to feel it out and, you know, get used to hip hinging movements again. Because, you know, so the whole time when I was going past parallel on squats, I can feel my piriformis and stuff as soon as I go past parallel, and it kind of leads to a bit of a weakness out of the hole, as you can see, because, you know, 315 didn't move too great. But here's 315 on RDLs. This is the second set because I thought I was recording the first one, but it's not. And those are moving pretty nicely. They even set that one down and deadlifted it. And just do a single at 365 just to, you know, see. Decently. Alright, let's try out 405 and see what happens. Now, the proudest thing is that I kept my technique pretty good on these the whole time. But they, you know, 405 moves pretty slow, just probably because of the piriformis and stuff, the piriformis issue. And then finally finish up with some Rubus raises for fun. And then after these, I hit, you know, made a couple sets of 20 on leg curls. Got, you know, the hamstrings burning pretty nicely. And then lastly, I went and hit some close grip chin-ups. I was able to knock out 5 reps, but, you know, obviously not 5 continuous reps, but that's about it. That's all for the workout.